Welcome. In this video, can Zbcn coin make 100% increase? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and please watch to the end to understand. Looking at the chart from an overall perspective, it is clear that we are looking at a very distinct downtrend structure. This trend has acted as resistance many times before, stopping the price's upward moves and representing a zone where sellers are in control. Such falling trend lines are critical reference points for both buyers and sellers in technical analysis, because a break of these lines is an indication that the current market psychology is starting to change. At the moment, the price is positioned just below this falling trend line, and on closer inspection, it is clearly noticeable that the price tends to push this level. We can see that price has repeatedly touched this falling trend line. Each contact confirms once again how strong a technical level this area is, but each new contact also signals that this trend line is starting to weaken. In technical analysis, the more a resistance is tested, the more likely it is to be broken. In the current situation, the possibility of this falling trend line breaking to the upside in the coming period stands out as a very strong scenario. This is because the price's approach towards these levels is accompanied by weak selling pressure, suggesting that buyers are starting to gather strength. Breaking the downtrend is not only a visual sign of crossing a line to the upside, it is also evidence that market perception is changing, that sellers' pressure is weakening, and that buyers are now willing to take control. When this technical breakout occurs, a psychological transformation in the market begins. This transformation often leads to buyers gaining courage in the short term, new inflows coming in, and thus increasing volumes. This is one of the factors that accelerate the price upwards. One of the most frequently observed movements, especially in downtrend breakouts, is the sudden bounce, also known as a breakout. When the price breaks this line, where it has been suppressed for a long time, traders increase their positions to take advantage of this opportunity. This supports momentum. If the breakout is sustained above the downtrend and the subsequent candles confirm the breakout, this scenario can be considered the first sign of a trend reversal. And after such breakouts, prices will usually trend upwards towards certain target zones. While the fact that the price has not yet fully broken this downtrend may seem like a negative situation at this stage, it actually indicates that we are in the accumulation phase and the ground is being prepared for a potential breakout. One of the frequently used expressions in technical analysis, patience wins, also applies here. Because breakouts cannot be rushed, it is a process that needs to mature. The current consolidation is part of this process. In such areas, the price gets stuck, reaches a decision stage, and then sets its direction. Once this indecision is resolved, the price usually moves quickly in the direction of the breakout. However, market psychology should not be ignored. Most traders are encouraged to enter a position when a strong falling trend line breaks. This is because they know that this breakout could mark the beginning of a new uptrend. Therefore, as soon as the price breaks this downtrend, there is a lot of interest on the part of buyers, which has a positive effect on the price. The post-breakout rally is usually sudden, and traders who want to take advantage of such movements are already planning their positions. But we can't decide the analysis with trends alone. Let's look at other metrics. Stay tuned. When the current price movements on the chart are carefully analyzed, it is observed that a very promising pattern is starting to take shape. The inverted shoulder-head-shoulder structure, which is a strong reversal pattern that is closely followed by investors and those interested in technical analysis, is slowly gaining clarity. This type of pattern usually appears towards the end of a downtrend and is interpreted as a trend reversal signal. Currently, the price has reached the most critical phase of this pattern, the formation of the last shoulder. This is a period that requires careful observation on the part of traders, but it is also a period full of opportunities. The first signals of the pattern started with the formation of the left shoulder. At this stage, the price rebounded after hitting a certain low, followed by a new low, and the formation of the head. The head is the deepest point of the pattern and is usually where the selling pressure is most intense. However, strong buying reactions from this area are an indication that the market can no longer withstand the downward pressure and buyers are starting to re-enter the market. Now, the price is trying to form the second shoulder, the right shoulder zone, and when this stage is completed, the Tobo pattern will be completed. The formation of this pattern is of great importance for technical analysis, as an inverse shoulder-head-shoulder pattern is usually a harbinger of a strong bullish move. The completion of the right shoulder increases the chances that the price will break the neckline, and when it does, the target of the pattern is usually the vertical distance from the head to the neckline. This target provides traders with a potential bullish zone and allows for proper strategic planning for buying. Based on the current price behavior, the chances of this target appear to be quite strong. As the price approaches the neckline of the pattern, it may pause temporarily, but this is a natural process. It is usually at these points that patterns are confirmed in the market. When the neckline is broken upwards, the strong volume that follows this breakout is a confirmation of the bullish breakout and signals the start of a buying opportunity for traders. The post-breakout target is calculated by moving up by the height of the head to the neckline, as mentioned earlier. This gives traders a clear target level and is useful for risk-return analysis. In light of all these technical developments, the overall outlook for the market is quite positive. The fact that a reliable reversal pattern such as Tobo is becoming clearer should be considered as a promising development for investors. The completion of the right shoulder should be carefully monitored, and movements towards the neckline should not be ignored. Because this area is also a psychological resistance level, and as the price crosses this threshold, investor confidence can be restored. The inverted shoulder-head-shoulder pattern gives important signals not only technically, but also in terms of market psychology. It signals that the selling pressure is gradually diminishing, buyers are gaining strength, and the market is preparing for an upward turn. In this context, the formation of the last shoulder and the price heading towards the neckline can be seen as the last preparatory phase of this turn. After the breakout, the price can be expected to make a decisive rise towards the target zone. Of course, factors such as stop loss and risk management should be taken into account in this process, but the overall outlook is positive. On the technical analysis front, in addition to price movements, the signals given by auxiliary indicators also provide valuable information about the general trend of the market. In this context, especially the RSI indicator, which is frequently used by traders in their decision-making mechanisms, generates extremely remarkable signals when interpreting the current market structure. Currently, the outlook on the RSI side reveals a picture that reinforces bullish expectations. Taken together with the price chart, a clear uptrend has formed on the RSI indicator, indicating that the positive momentum is getting stronger. The RSI moving within a rising trend channel is a strong signal that the market is moving away from the lows and that an upward trend is steadily continuing. This ascending channel implies that the price is forming higher lows and higher highs, meaning that momentum is building over time. This upward acceleration of the RSI signals that the market is attracting more buying interest and that buyers are starting to dominate the market. One of the most notable elements in this positive pattern is the reappearance of the support level that the RSI had previously tested and bounced upwards. The RSI is currently hovering very close to the support line of this ascending channel, and this area is extremely critical in terms of technical analysis. RSI trends are very important. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.